Alright, so now I'm in Munich, Germany. I just decided to come here, sort of a short stop here, just for one night, and heading my way to Marienplatz in the Old Town. This is going to be the historic center of Munich, and yeah, this is well, it's a Western European city, so it's a bit different in the vibe. A lot more tourists here. It's a lot more expensive as well. It's the things I notice the most about Western Europe is more tourists, more expensive. But yeah, we still have some of the nice mix of restaurants and old architecture here. So yeah, let's go. Going to Marienplatz. I think most of the historic stuff is in the Old Town, so let's just go to the Old Town area. Classic European style buildings here. Yeah, that's what you expect. It's a lot of outdoor cafes and pubs and stuff, and old school buildings. That one looks good. Is that a big cathedral or something? Yeah, some kind of cathedral. The contrast, right? You have an old school cathedral there and the modern looking store right beside, across from each other. Is that the okay, not this one, but I see the Frauenkirche in the background. Alright, this is like another cathedral maybe. Stormtroopers in Germany. Richard. Rick Segarin. I can't speak German. I'm not even going to pretend I can speak German. I do, however, have a German watch. This is my Junghans, Meister calendar. That's made in Germany. So I did bring something that was German. Other than that, no, I can't speak German. Five Guys here. I'll go for the traditional German food. Guy with the unicycle. United Colors of Benetton. Street performers. Oh, it's violas, violins, and cellos. All street performances are common in Europe. Okay, here it is. Ooh. Okay. So this is the Frauenkirche. Frauenkirche? Frauenkirche. A big cathedral, Catholic cathedral. Wow, it is really big. It's as big as the ones I see in Italy. Can go inside, but yeah, let's see how big this one is. Ooh, really tall. All right. How tall that is. And then there's the area where children can just play around, I think. The Kinder, I mean. In German, that's German for children's Kinder. That's where the Kinder play. Yeah, this is the cathedral. Yeah, this is the cathedral. Alright, so that's the Frauenkirche behind me right there. This is a very tall cathedral. And let me continue on for the center of the main Platz. Alright, let's continue on here. I think this is all considered part of the old town of Munich. I think. So, yeah. Part of the old town, I think. Noticeably more tourists here than compared to like Bucharest or Sofia, that's for sure, or Krakow even. Yeah, it's noticeably more tourists. As Germany, it just gets more tourists. It's Germany. Alright. Subway station called Marienplatz. And this is must be the old town center of Munich. Whoa. Oh, okay, that's the famous. Really old looking. Yeah, look at that. St. Peter Catholic Church. Anyways, it's a really old looking church. Wow. A lot of people here. Reminds me of the Prague old town center as well. Oh man, a lot of people. Yeah. Wow. Alright, so this is Marienplatz, which is like this historic center of Munich, and it's got this really big, old-looking church behind me. So that's what I was looking at. Yeah, I can do a 360. cafes behind me. This church. See how tall that is. And then back here, there's like another church over there. Another church, and this is like the main church, I guess, behind me. See how many people are here. There is so many people here. Yeah, it's literally like, you cannot compare. Coming from Eastern Europe to here, there's so much more tourists here in Germany. Wow, it's crazy. This isn't even Germany's biggest city, right? Munich is like third biggest city, I think. Hamburg and Berlin are bigger, but yeah. I mean, you see this many tourists. Alright. It's a prestige, you know. Germany is such a well-known country. There's so many more tourists here. Anyways, that's quite a sight. It's a really old-looking church. One seems to be focused on the rotating things there, I think. Alright. We continue on. Take a look at some of the other thing in the old square. But, yeah, so many tourists around here. Sea of tourists. Something I didn't have to deal with too much in Eastern Europe. Just seeing all these tourists and Chinese tourists as well. I didn't see too many Asian tourists in Eastern Europe, but here, so many Asian tourists as well, of course. There was a performance by the church, by the way. There's a There's like these automata, I guess, that go around the clock, and then they do some kind of performance. Yeah, some clockwork automata thing. Interesting. Okay. Oh my God, it's getting windy. Old school buildings. It's another church or cathedral, something in the background. I know this one is the one we saw earlier, the tall one. And then there's another one over here, maybe. Munich has a very robust transportation system, as you would expect. A lot of European cities, as we've seen even in Eastern Europe, they have good transportation systems. Very windy today. It's not cold, but it's just windy. It's like 18 degrees, but it's like a windy 18 degrees. Oh, something else here. Go check that one out. I think this one is the Residence München. München is the German name for Munich. Munich is München. go. Here is the Residence München, right? Catholic. Actually, no, this is not. It's let's see what it is here. Looks like some kind of museum, actually. Oh, too bad this area is under construction. Yeah. Actually, it looks more like a museum. It's too bad it's under construction right now. Well, at least this area is in front of it. I think we can still go in. It's just this front area is under construction. This one with the statue of this guy here. Okay. So this structure is. I'm not gonna go inside, but yeah. It's like Roman-looking structure here, or Greek. You know, because Roman was influenced by Greek architecture. Okay, let's see if we go down here. Münchener. You see a lot of e-scooters here, as you do in other parts of Europe as well. Let's see how many e-scooters are here. A ton of e-scooters. There's a robotic dog there that you don't see very often, but yeah, it's there. It's just a random robotic dog on the street. Yeah. Pretty interesting. This car full of books and stuff. Such a tiny, cute car too. Oh, what a cute car! So tiny. All it does is carry books. Okay, this is the Munich residence, which was seat of government and residence of Bavarian dukes, electors, and kings from 1508 to 1918. Wow, 400 years. It's the residence of the Bavarian government for 400 years. Interesting. Check it out. I guess it's what's inside, right? This whole area is like empty. This is what's inside the Palace. The Munich residence. Alright, there's a mostly empty space here. I think it's what's inside that people look at. Maybe there's some historical stuff inside. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know, I'm cheap. I don't really like to pay for anything. Yeah, museums and stuff is nice, but if I have time for it, just I don't have much time. I only have one night in Munich. So, yeah. And basically I just pay for the experience. Not necessarily to see all the tourist attractions, but yeah. This is the Munich garden. Which kind of reminds me of the garden in Vienna. So when I was at Schönbrunn Palace, they had a garden that's like this. So it's a pretty big one, like this. Yeah. That's a nice, quiet garden. Worth it to ride a bike. It's big. Bavarian State Chancery. Oh, this is a big structure here. That's pretty nice too. Is there supposed to be fountains in the middle? Fountains are not working. But, yep, there's that. Alright. Kind of like the center of Munich garden here, I think. So you have that structure in the middle here. It's getting really windy. What is this thing in the middle? Is it something of historical significance or what? I'm not sure. You can see how windy it is. Weather's okay. I mean, today at least it's not rainy or anything, and it's not cold. It's like, yeah, 18 degrees, but it's just windy, really windy. Yeah. Sunny day, but just like a windy day. Oh my god. Crazy wind. Yeah, sunny but windy. It's a nice, quiet, peaceful garden here, Munich Gardens. Yeah. Munich does remind me of Vienna a lot. We got a lot of similarities. So it does remind me of walking in the Schönbrunn Palace Gardens when I was in Vienna, which was almost 10 years ago. Crazy. Yeah, so I don't have time to go to the Nymphenburg Palace in Munich, but that's a really big palace. Probably as big as Schönbrunn Palace, I heard, but yeah, no time, because that palace is huge, and Schönbrunn Palace in Vienna took me like a whole day, so probably gonna need a whole day just to go to Nymphenburg Palace, but yeah. So Munich does remind me of Vienna in many ways. both kind of similar size, I guess. Maybe Vienna's a little bit bigger, but both kind of similar size. Really big cities, and Munich is probably closer to Central Europe than other German cities. Both speak German, both have big palaces. I didn't actually get to go to Nymphenburg Palace today, but that's a big palace in Munich. It's probably just as big as Schönbrunn Palace in Vienna. Just didn't get time to go to it because it's a huge palace and it takes like a whole day. Probably just like Schönbrunn Palace. And yeah, I mean the architecture and everything's pretty similar. City is big and not very walkable. Same thing for Vienna. So I feel like, yeah, Munich gives me a lot of Vienna vibes. Yeah, not that walkable. It's expensive. A lot of things to see, but you need a lot of time and yeah, a lot of money to see them actually. Or you need to be able to use the metro, which I don't really know how to use. So this thing right here, look this up. Theatine Church, and this is the Odeonsplatz. Odeonsplatz right here. And this is the Theatine Church. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, let's see here. Probably ought to take the subway if I want to go around Munich more. But since I don't have much time for Munich, I just like stay around the old town. But if I had more time, I'd probably just take the subway, because it is a big city. So yeah, it's not that walkable. It's a nice looking street. Very nice. Oh. Right. Okay, on the streets of Munich. I mean München. Yeah, so far reminds me a lot of Vienna. Yeah. Not sure if I like it better or worse, but it's just pretty much the same. Same level, I'd say. Yeah. Munich does remind me of Vienna a lot. Architecture is similar, and a lot of palaces and a mix of historical buildings and more modern looking buildings. So yeah, reminds me of Vienna. Let's look at these buildings here. These are more like European style, but they have more modern looking buildings if you get out of the old town, of course. And then they have like a lot of shopping stuff here. Yeah, and that's what I noticed more in Western Europe as well. A lot more luxury stores in Western Europe. I didn't see too many in Eastern Europe. When I was in Romania and Bulgaria, like, nope. Didn't see too much of the Gucci, Fendi stuff and Chanel stuff there. Notice more Western Europe. Definitely has more of these luxury brands and shopping stuff, just to encourage more tourists to shop. And you just see more tourists here in general. I guess that makes sense. You see a lot more tourists here than in Eastern Europe. Hence, probably why there's so many luxury stores here. Yeah. I don't think personally, I don't think that's a good thing. Like you have all these historical sites, and I mean, it's kind of ruined by all these like luxury stores. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Don't like it when I have a historical building, but you turn it into like a Louis Vuitton. I don't know. You turn these historical buildings into Louis Vuitton outlets. Something wrong with that, in my opinion. It's the capitalism. Too capitalist. See how popular bicycles are here. Huge bike rack full of bicycles. Some of these brands must be German. I don't know all of them. I know Rimowa, of course. Rollendorf, Ludwig Beck. Nope. Don't know those. I mean, they're definitely German sounding. Breiter manufacturer. This one is München Eriner Klassen Wurstwaren. It looks like it's for sausages, Wurst. Geldhauser. All German stuff. A little German sounding names. Ludwig Beck. Must be pretty big. Right. Let's go into another one of the major shopping areas. Right, so this is still Marienplatz. Of course, this is the other side after like everyone was watching this. Yeah, now the crowd's cleared away a bit. Side. Tons of tourists here. Yeah, let's go to that church. I haven't been there. It's this one. Another church, right? Yeah. No, 360. Alright. See, this is the other church, or the thing that looks like a church behind me. Around, and then there's the major one, a Catholic church. Yeah. That's it. Marienplatz, the middle of Old Town in Munich. Most of the tourists seem to be here. Alright, and I think this would be out of the Marienplatz. Yeah, I think this is kind of the gates, acting as the gates of Marienplatz here. Alright, pretty good. Spiels Museum. Barbie dolls, that's what they sell? Okay, that's the most unexpected thing. Sell Barbie dolls in this place. There's another interesting church here as well. So many nice looking churches and stuff here. Very historic. There's another historic looking structure here too. Yeah. Nice. Saw these nice fountains here. You know, one thing I noticed about Munich, maybe just me, but everything seems to be like closed pretty early. It's like 7. It's 7, but like everything's like already pretty closed. And I can't even find any convenience stores. I don't know what's up with that, but want a water or drink or something or beer? Nope. You think it's Germany, right? It'd be easy to get a beer, but nope. Can't find any convenience stores and everything's closed. What the heck? I don't know what's up with that. And that's a nice fountain right here. I don't know what fountain this is, but it's nice. don't know who this guy is. Also looks pretty important though. German philosopher maybe? Who is this guy? Justice Dirk. Oh. Okay. Well. What's that? Continue walking the park. This is Friedrich von Schiller, very famous German playwright and poet and philosopher. Often collaborated with another great German playwright and philosopher, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. And yeah, I guess both of them are quite immortalized, I guess. But Germany has a lot of very famous philosophers and poets and musicians and scientists, and yeah. Well, anyways, Germany's produced a lot of intellectuals. Let's just say that. Anyways, this is the park here. There's a Steinway and Sons here. By the way, the German Steinway pianos are produced in Hamburg, even though this one is in Munich. But they're produced in Hamburg though. Alright. Yeah, that's the city of Munich. Pretty much dead. 7 p.m. No one is outside. It's pretty much dead already. Talk about lack of nightlife here, man. Yep. 7 p.m. and already no one is outside. It's already dead. Almost no nightlife here. What the heck? I'm not kidding, guys. Look at this. 7 p.m. It's so dead. No, I think Eastern Europe has definitely a bit better nightlife than this. Yeah, of course nothing compared to Asia, but at least Eastern Europe you'll have like until 9 or 10ish before everyone goes home. Here it's like already 7 and everyone already went home. What the heck? It's so dead outside. What the hell? Alright, this is also near the old square in Munich. I think this is some kind of government office. And then we have a park here. And we have some Greek or Roman hero looking guy. The fountain. Yeah. Let's park here. Yeah, it's good weather today. Still not too dark yet. Alright, so that's Munich, guys. Yeah, my impression is that it's pretty similar to Vienna, actually. And I guess that makes sense, right? Austria is pretty close to Germany. They both speak German. Similar sized cities. Neither are very walkable. It's like you can go around the old square area, but if you want to see the palaces and things like that, you kind of have to take like metro or taxi, drive there or something. It's not a very walkable city. Things are very expensive here, very touristy. Food here is pretty similar to Vienna as well. Yeah, overall, this reminds me of Vienna, which I guess not like entirely a bad thing. It's just I still prefer Eastern Europe overall. I feel like it has more to offer for the money, right? Especially for the money. It's like you pay a lot of money to come to Western Germany, and I mean Western Europe. You pay a lot of money to come to cities in Western Europe, places like Vienna and Munich, and well, you can kind of see similar things in Eastern Europe, but for like much cheaper, right? And there's way more tourists here in Western Europe. So, anyways, that's my thoughts on Munich. Yeah, not a bad city, and fortunately I don't have enough time to go to a lot of the other attractions here, like Nymphenburg Palace and stuff. If I had more time I'd go there. But yeah, I don't know, if I come back to Germany I'd probably go to a lot of places. Hamburg, Frankfurt, Leipzig, Berlin, maybe Cologne as well. Yeah, and yeah, so those are some other places I've been to. I want to go to, I mean, for Germany. But I don't foresee them being much different than here. So you probably just have to save up a lot of money, I guess. Yeah, also like the fact that, well, there isn't too much to do at night here. It's a kind of an issue as well. Not too much to do at night. I can't even find a convenience store. It'd You would think like, I just want to have like a German beer because they're, German beers. Nope. Can't even find a convenience store to buy them. What the hell? Yeah, nightlife is not that good here. Hard to find any stores even open right now. It's like 8 p.m. Yeah, anyways, that's my opinions about Munich, Germany. Alright, see you guys next time. Everyone's like focusing on this. It's like rotating. Oh yeah. I think the middle is like turning.
Sen oturdun ama.
Belki sen kucağına alacaksın oturduğunda.
Gel. Hadi. Tamam gel ben sana. Hadi gidiyoruz haydi. Tamam gidiyoruz. Haydi gidiyoruz.
İyi o araba kırılsın bak böyle ona.
Haydi haydi.
There's like 2 nights there. No, 2 nights there. Ralph Kiefer, that's this guy's name. Composes his own music. He has his own Instagram too. Like his piano is actually branded with his website, ralphkiefer.com. Huh, interesting. He's really merchandised himself. Download his music, buy his CDs, follow his Instagram, even his own branded piano.